Get up in here. Get up in here. It's Sunday afternoon, and I'm in the mood. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If you up in here, let me see. If you up in here, tell me you up in here, and that you can hear me before I get to chopping my jaw and bumping my gums a little bit too long, and then I'm gonna be a little bit frustrated. Y'all gonna get an empty video, and then y'all gonna be frustrated too. Let's go. Mm. I think we all good though, because I'm at home. I got it set up like normal. So I'm actually just going ahead and get into this, right? Because today's video talks about courage. I know I said I was going to touch up on that vulnerability. I got y'all. I got y'all. I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to touch on it. But we're going to talk about courage because, see, courage too, yeah, that's part of vulnerability. It all links together hand in hand like a glove. Yeah, yeah. And I ain't talking about OJ Simpson's glove. I'm talking about the glove that fits. And so, if you ain't heard of me before, I'm the Police Saint. I am an author, a motivational speaker, and a life coach who coaches people through their pain of hell, of their own creation, into the first level of heaven right here, which is all of our privilege and destiny. And, it's right there for everybody. So that's who I am. That's what I do. If you want to know more about me, I suggest that you go to my website, www.thepolitsaint.com, and check me out. Get to know me. Look there, purchase my book, right? If you want to know about me, you should purchase my book. It's a memorandum. It's a breakdown of my life, and so it tells a lot about me. Why should you listen to me? How can I tell you how to get through your pain? Why do I shimmer like this? You know what I mean? Because it took a whole lot of work, and it takes a whole lot of work to get through the hell that presents itself to us in this existence. And so that is how we get to the greatest version of ourselves. And why are you trying to get to the greatest version of yourself? Because you deserve it. That's why. That's right. You deserve it. The greatest version of you, not the subpar version of you, not the version of you that some subpar human gave to you, but the version of you that you contracted and signed up to be. And that's the greatest version of you possible. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not into astrology, you're not into birth charts, you're not into none of this stuff that I talk about, which is what I'm talking about, which I see as a contract. It's a contract, but it takes courage to do this work. And so today, I'm going to break down courage. Yeah, today I'm going to talk about courage. That's the T, because it takes a whole lot of courage to get to the greatest version of yourself. Mm, 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 mm. Great day to you, Miss Pam. Get up in here. Tell a friend, tell another friend, and they tell their friends too, because this is about to be a good one, and it's going to help somebody to remember, or to spark the courage that's necessary to get you to the next level in your journey, whatever that is, because we all on the same path, going to the same place, but in different timelines. And so, therefore, it is important for you to be aware of yourself. I deal with a lot of people and a lot of people that I coach. If I'm your personal coach, then you know, hey, get up in here. How are you, Jen? That's Jen from the block. What's up, girl? So, how we get to self awareness or self mastery is self awareness. We have to be aware of ourselves, but it takes a great deal of courage to get to know you. Yeah, I mean you, me, you, yourself, whatever that looks like for you. And so let's talk about the definition of courage. Y'all know it's gonna be a good video whenever I make write down notes and keep, you know what I'm saying? It'd be good. It'd be good. But let me give it to y'all. Raw, real, unadulterated, and hood style. Good style. What could be misunderstood? What can't be misunderstood style. I miss you too. I miss you too. Mm. So here we go. Courage is the ability to confront fear, pain, danger, uncertainty, or intimidation with bravery and determination. It's that thing to say, I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for this because I deserve it. I'm going for this because I'm worth it. I'm going for this because this is what I came to this planet for. Everything else is secondary, unnecessary. And so that takes a lot of courage because, hey, listen, it's a lot of steps to courage. There's levels to everything, right? And so it's levels to courage too. Because there's different types of courage. And I'm going to break this down for y'all so y'all can see yourself in this thing and you can master it for yourself so you can get beyond whatever barriers could be stopping you from getting to the greatest version of you, which is what you deserve. Everything else is secondary to unnecessary. Let's break this down. So the first type of courage, there are 7 types of courage. 7 types of courage, right? Wait, 7 types of courage. We got 7 chakras in our body. Oh my goodness, it's 7 musical notes. 7 is a magical number. I hope y'all paying attention. Yeah, my hat on leaning down like that. I don't lean like that. Yeah. So the first type of courage is physical courage. So physical courage looks like a physical act of bravery. You know what I'm saying? In the face of some physical danger, right? So this might be somebody running into a burning house to go save some kids. You know what I'm saying? Jumping in front of a car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jumping in front of a bullet. I was gonna say jump in front of a bullet, but I don't think. A lot of us ain't got that kind of courage. I ain't got that kind of courage. I don't think that's courage. That's stupidity. You know what I'm saying? I ain't jumping in front of no bullet for nobody. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you is or where we from. I ain't jumping in front of no bullets for nobody. But I do have physical courage. In that, physical courage is the act. Okay, it's physically doing something. So this could look like when we're talking about our spiritual journey, because right, our spiritual journey. Well, I guess we do have to run into some burning bushes and burning houses and dwellings and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to go in there and rescue your fucking self from some bullshit. But anyway, let's get to this. What do it look like to physically enact courage on your spiritual journey? How about actually taking the moves? Investing in yourself, becoming more, hiring a coach, going to a therapist, becoming physically like aware, taking journaling. Yeah, that would be a physical act, right? That's a physical act of courage that it takes. How about walking away from things that don't serve you no more? That's a physical act, walking away. Walking is physical. Yeah, it's very physical. And you're going to have to do it sometimes no matter what you feel, no matter what you think, no matter what you hear, no matter what you see. But you got to take the move. And that is the physical act of courage being expressed along your journey. So ask yourself, how can I be physically courageous? And if not, let's think about this, because let's not overlook this. Look at the ways where you have been physically courageous. Because listen, you didn't get right here today without some exercising of courage. Yeah, that's right. So take note of not only what is keeping you from getting there, but what has got you right here too. Yeah, the physical act. So next is moral courage, demonstrated through standing up for one's beliefs, values, or principles, even in the face of opposition or social pressure. Right now, that's that thing. Moral. Morality, morals. Yeah, morals and values, they go together. You can't be valuable without morals. And so what it morally looks like is, hey, listen, this is my journey and I'm going to go and get what I came here to get, which is the greatest version of me. And I'm not slowing down for nobody else because I'm going to stand 10 toes. 10 toes? Yeah, let's get hood with it. I'm going to stand 10 toes on this shit. Okay, I ain't turning back for nobody. I mean, I ain't going back to the old me for nobody, because morally, I have assigned myself and focused myself on the greatest version of me possible, and everything else is secondary to unnecessary. Grandest day to you too, Miss Shayna. Get up in here. Tell a friend. Everybody get up in here. Yeah. Because guess what? This is Aries season. Y'all know I'm a couple of days away from my 45th sun returning back to my chart. Yeah. Come back to me. I'm ready for it. Aries season, I'm on fire. And y'all know what it look like when I'm on fire. Yeah, y'all do. If y'all been watching me, and y'all know I'm gonna bring it. Would you say one of the realest in the game? I am. And am gonna be too. Yeah. See, but this ain't no game for me. So some of them folks, this is a game for them. This ain't a game for me. This is a way of life for me. And see, through my way of life and my moral courage. What's that? Moral courage. Yeah. Y'all done seen me stay consistent. I ain't slipping off. I ain't falling off. And I ain't dumping down in no bullshit. Why? Because I don't have to. No. And you ain't gonna have to either if you follow these steps and if you apply the shit that I be saying. Because guess what? I tell the truth. the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Yeah. Till this thing stops spinning, turning, twisting, whatever it's doing. That's a whole nother conversation. But right now, today, we talking about courage. And so moral courage is moral courage is expressed by morally doing what you know is right. And see, this is one right here. See, a lot of people give heckle me, when they find out that I be real serious about my Sabbath. Yeah. I'm serious about it. Now, truly, you can have whatever day of the week that you want as Sabbath, but I have chosen to keep mine at the seventh day of the week as Sabbath, and I respect it wholeheartedly, and I am serious about it. Okay, you can owe me $10,000 if you call me between Friday sundown and Saturday sundown. Guess what? You gonna still have my 10,000 because guess what? I am not accepting it. Yeah. I can have a conversation with you. I can hang out with you. I can eat a meal with you. You know what I'm saying? But I cannot do any kind of commerce with you. I cannot go shopping. I cannot. There's some strict principles, and that's my moral thing. Okay, and so it's my moral courage that helps me to stick to that. So when people are like, that's the Old Testament, you living in some old shit. Hey, listen, I don't know about what they know, but I know about what's true to me. And so moral courage is necessary. In what ways are you exercising moral courage in your journey? And if not, what ways can you express moral courage along your journey? So what if what you believe and how you practice it don't look like them? Because guess what? You ain't taking their test. They ain't on your assignment and you ain't on theirs. I had somebody explain it to me the other day. They said, prayer for me look different because, see, I pray like a Muslim, but I study like a Christian. Hey, listen, brother, whatever works for you and keeps you morally grounded is what you should do. It ain't no right or wrong way. Nobody got no answer down here how you supposed to be doing. These people, everybody want to control somebody. Control yourself. Yeah. Moral courage. Yeah. Next is emotional courage. Oh man, emotional. Yeah. I'm always emotional. It involves facing and managing one's own emotions, vulnerabilities, and insecurities. Yeah. Emotional courage, right? So, emotional courage. What do emotional courage look like? Ooh, emotional courage means that even when I'm in fear of others not accepting what I believe in, and it could hurt my feelings because I'm so sensitive. Yeah, I got Leo Moon, y'all. I'm a sensitive motherfucker. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm sensitive, and I got Pisces Venus. I'm super sensitive. I'm just like a little baby. I'm just sensitive. People don't be getting it, but I'm sensitive, okay? And you better not hurt my feelings, because if you do, then the Aries coming out, but emotional courage looks like saying, that don't feel good to me. It doesn't work for me. It looks like facing your fears and saying, letting my fears keep me from my destiny is strangling me. Yeah. My insecurities, I might not be enough for everybody else, is keeping me at the lowest version of me. And I came here for what? The greatest version of me. The greatest version of me. Every last person on this planet signed up to be the greatest version of themselves possible. But guess what? We are all choosing choosing the whole way. How we gonna do this? Is you gonna do it right, or is you gonna do what the fuck you wanna do? That's up to you. But it's your journey, and I express that I love and appreciate every person's sovereignty and respect it. And so I don't never have a judgment for how you do you. But this video is for those of you who are looking to tap into your courage. How do you remember that you are the lion, the lioness, it's you. Yeah. So emotional courage, okay, is being vulnerable within relationships and connections. Okay. Yeah. This journey, you have to be vulnerable. You got to be true, because see, in spirituality, see, you can't come with the fake you, because you're going to get exposed every time. Because see, a spiritual person, true spiritual people, they can feel you. Okay, and they're going to call you on your unhealed parts, because why? They are seeking to heal you. They want to deal with the real you. They don't want the old superficial laced out version of you. No, 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 no. Just like God. See, God wants the cleanest version of us. Then, so, yeah, 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 yeah. That version of us that doesn't have all of those barriers and walls and protections and the kind of stuff that it takes courage not to have. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Walk around just open and loving to everybody. You got to be a courageous mamma jamma to do that. I'm gonna tell you right now. So for all my healers out there that's walking around in your vulnerability with all your heart chakra all open and everything, and you just glowing and shining and glimmering and letting people just God bless you. God bless you. We need you. We need you, but we need more of that. And so this is how you get to that is you have to be courageous in your journey, in your walk in him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So next is intellectual. Wait a minute, emotional. Back to emotional. Emotional courage looks like confronting your traumas, confronting pain, issues that are hid away that nobody else can see. You have to be emotionally true to yourself, and it takes courage to look at the things that hurt you, that other people have done to you, and turn those things inward so that they become power for you. That is courage, and it take a whole lot of it. But guess what? You got the courage. Why? Because I say you got it. I believe you got it. I think everybody got it. This tea is so good. This tea good. So next is intellectual courage. Okay. The willingness to challenge assumptions, question authority, and explore new ideas or perspectives. This one right here, listen, how many of us recognize that we live in a time we've been lied to about everything? What everything? Everything. They done lied to us about everything. Everything's a lie. It's just a lie. And so that means that you have to be courageous enough to move beyond what you have been given to find the truth. You have to be a seeker of truth and knowledge, and that takes intellectual courage. That takes the courage to be able to say, something ain't adding up here. I think I need to look a little deeper. Yep. And that, my friends, takes courage. Okay, because remember, your society, people around you, what are you doing going against the norm? Why do you want to read? It says it's the 66 books in the Bible already. Nobody cares about the Apocrypha. The news taken from the Bible. Nobody cares about the Gnostic text. No, 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 no. We just gonna give you that right there means you lack intellectual courage. And see, this is the thing a lot of people lack. They lack the courage to be intelligent. Most people like being dumb. Okay? They think people like saying, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna find out one day. Yeah, you is when you look. You have to have the courage to look for what is the truth. If not, guess what? It could be slapping you in front of your face, but you won't see it because you ain't looking. You got to have courage intellectually to go against what has been given to you and what mainstream narratives are being pushed, and to stand on that morally. Yeah, 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 yeah. So let's go. Then this other one here is social courage. Okay. This is you got to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, you're gonna have to leave from grandma and them house. You're gonna have to leave from Auntie Judy's motherfucking bullshit. You're gonna have to come from under the years of poverty thoughts. You're gonna have to come from under the years of sexual in impurities. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about? All the child molesters and stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah. Social. You know what I'm saying? We gotta socially have the courage to make a change. So we have to socially be able to speak our truths. Yeah, without fear of rebuttal, without fear of retribution from those who may or may not agree or those who may be, you know what I'm saying, exposed through your acts. Yeah, so that takes what? Courage. Courage. You need some courage for that. This tea so good. Did I tell y'all what it was? It's some peach something. Peach detox. I'm detoxing it. Peach. Yeah, and it says my it's some yogi tea. So I had two little notes here. One said breathe in peace and breathe out blessings to all. Yeah. There go one. And the other one says we can always start again. You can always start again. You can always start. Every day is a new day to start doing what the fuck you want to do. Okay, the right way. Now, so every day is a new day to act in a way that is courageous. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Be courageous because courage is required in order to be your greatest self. You're not gonna get to your greatest self without some courage. But let me drink some of tea. So social courage. You got to build new connections. Okay, foster positive change within your community socially, right, on a larger scale. You might have to be seen socially. You know what I'm saying? People got to see you. People got to hear you. People, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like me turning on this camera. That's social courage. Okay, so some of y'all got a message and you ain't sharing it because you think somebody gonna critique it. So what? Okay, let them critique it. This is my thing. If people are watching to critique me, they're watching. If people are watching to support me, they're watching. See, they're all watching, so it don't matter as long as they watch. I don't care what they watching for. And so you got to get to the point where you have social courage and you go against. Okay, um, social courage looks like initiating conversations with people that you never seen before, you never talked to or thought you would talk to. Social courage looks like attending events within your community that you probably wouldn't have never went to before. Social events, you know what I'm saying? So one of the things, and I talked about this a while ago, that as I started my spiritual journey and started recognizing that the people around me socially could not relate to the thing that I was experiencing, I was introduced to a website called Meetup. And on Meetup, I was able to find events and things that were of interest to me. And then that allowed me to socially connect to people who were at the same resonation as myself. They were people seeking. And so there would be group activities. Sometimes I would socialize or make friends with someone in the activity, other times not, but I wouldn't necessarily be alone. And socially, I was able to build that confidence necessary to see that, listen, I'm not alone. I'm not the only person on this weird shit. You know what I mean? And so socially, you have to have courage to come outside of your comfort zone and do a little bit more or find some new friends or go to some different places, because that's how you're going to exercise your social courage, right? Next is creative courage. This is through like your work, you know what I'm saying, your creations, your art, right? For me, it's my book. Okay, my book takes a very different approach to astrology, the study of it and the breakdown of it, to give it validity by showcasing my own life story, right? This is my create. So this took social courage. I mean, not social courage, it took social courage too, but creative courage. And so exercising creative courage, blah, 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 whatever kind of courage, creative courage. Artists, if you are an artist and you create things, your creation is the expression of your purpose, right? And so therefore you should be courageous and always putting it out. There's no right way for art. It's always subjective to the people who are enjoying the art, and the artist is merely a vessel of that creation. And so create without limitations or fear of what others may think or how they interpret what you create. Um, if people never understand my work, it would be great, right? Because I created it and I created it from the greatest space of myself. Even when people critique it and they're like, guess what? They still checking out my work. And see, this takes courage. Um, the other thing is pursuing unconventional means of survival, making money. I was just talking to someone the other day. We were looking at their child's chart, right? And this child will probably, well, they're not probably, they're going to struggle tremendously trying to work within societal norms, because they have like this calling that requires them to be out of the box, okay, creatively, and with how they get money. And so some of us have jobs or ideas or pursuits or whatever. They call us to be creatively courageous. But ask yourself, how are you creatively courageous, right? And I kind of missed that on some of the other ones, because in what ways are you being socially courageous? And if not, how can you be socially courageous? What things can you do to expand your social courage? To express it in a greater way. Make friends with a stranger. Speak to a stranger. Small things add to great, big, impactful results in the end. And so always do the small things because they're going to matter. Yeah, they matter. But courage, let's get back to courage. Social courage, creative courage, spiritual courage. Okay. Spiritual courage is the last one. So spiritual courage is the pursuit of deeper meaning and purpose and connection with something that is greater than yourself. Right? That takes courage. It takes courage. It takes a whole lot of courage and it takes a whole lot of integrity too. But we're just dealing with the courage today. So courage to go after that deeper knowing within yourself that I'm here for something greater. Like it just hit me at one point in my life. Like I'm bigger than this. Like I'm not here for this little stuff. And like it ain't no way I wouldn't have signed up for this. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, you was already courageous to take this shape. It was you who begged to come and take your contract. It was you who asked to be in your meat suit and have the experiences that you are having up until this day. That was you, baby. And so that took courage. Don't forget your courage and don't stop exercising courage throughout this journey. Matter of fact, once you commit, which is a lot of courage, it takes a lot of courage to commit to your spiritual journey. It takes a lot of courage to commit to being true to you. That takes courage. Because see, everybody got an idea of what you should be like, how you should dress like, how you should act like, where you should work at, how you should be dancing, how you should be talking, how you should be looking, how you should be and would how they would be. Yeah. It's a lot of that out here. And guess what? It takes courage to be like, that's cool for you, but I'm gonna stay on my shit 10 toes down. 10 toes down. Because this is what I signed up for. It was me. And I signed up for it because I'm a bad motherfucker. And I came here to be a bad motherfucker. And so guess what? You have to understand the bad motherfucker you came to be and be that. Have the courage to be that. So that is inside of you. That spiritual knowing, your gifts, your talents, your contract, it's inside of you. But you have to seek it out. That takes courage. It takes courage to put yourself in isolation so that you can see you, examine you, be more aware of you. That takes courage. It takes courage to sit down and study you and dissect you, all of your tweaks and your twerks and your we's and your whys and all of that. It takes courage. It takes courage to look at you and all of your dumb shit, bullshit, mistakes, bad ideas. It takes courage. It takes courage to be accountable to yourself and say, you know what, I did this, I did that, and they led me here. It takes courage. Okay, so don't let yourself lose courage along the journey. um, it takes courage to be forgiving. It takes courage to be compassionate. It takes courage to be vulnerable. It takes courage to stand in your insecurities. It takes courage to own all of the unpretty sides of you. And that's necessary on this journey because we have to marry all of us to become whole within one of us. And that is what the spiritual journey is about. Getting to the greatest version of yourself by cultivating an awareness of yourself that brings you to evolution. It brings you to evolution. Because, see, when we see the things that we've done, when we realize that they're not really what I wanted to do, it didn't bring me some, then we move to the next space. So let's say somebody, hold on. I'm about to get some music playing up here. But um, it takes courage to be on this journey. Okay, it takes courage to do what you need to do for yourself. And so where you look at it and you see that, man, I haven't always been the greatest person. That's okay, because you get to start over every day, being the greatest version of you. But it takes courage to release the version of you that doesn't serve you. That takes courage. It takes courage to say, hey, yeah, I know I was that, but I'm not anymore. Catch me at my high road because that's where I am these days. It takes courage. It takes courage to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, look, I came here for the greatest life, and you're not going to fuck this up. I'm going to do everything I need to do to get everything that I came for, and there's nothing you're going to do to stop me. So you may as well roll with me. That takes courage, and that happens with you internally because it's you who has to remember what you came here for. Everything else secondary to unnecessary. You know, who gonna like it, who gonna love it, that's all secondary to unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Why is courage important? Courage is important because it helps you to overcome fear and resistance. Okay? Courage is necessary to overcome the fear and resistance to your greatest version of yourself. Because let me break that down to you. So let's say you done some fucked up shit. Okay? Fear and resistance. Let's say you was a bank robber before. Okay? And so we know this wrong on several levels, right? And so as a bank robber, you now need to repent and move on from this and become a new version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? That takes courage because now you got to forgive yourself for being a damn bank robber. Yeah. Which means you got to first be honest with it. I was robbing banks and stealing and being a motherfucking asshole. And as a result, it wound me up in this situation, and this is the consequences of my actions. Now, what usually gets us here is we didn't change. We didn't evolve. Let's say you're not a bank robber no more, you need a job. And you're like, well, I can't get a job because, see, I used to rob banks and nobody going to hire me. Fear. Okay. I, I, uh, I can't go out and present myself honestly to society, you know, about my crimes because it would mean that I would own what I did, resistance. Okay. You understand? I hope this making sense. Okay, while you may not be a bank robber, you've done something. Okay, maybe you was a hoe, maybe you was a liar, maybe you was a pedophile, maybe you was a thief, maybe you was a scammer, maybe you was who knows? Everybody got something different. Okay, okay. So whatever it is for you, it's personalized to you, and no judgment from over here. Okay. I'm merely letting you know and showing you hood style, what could be good style, what can't be misunderstood style. Okay. What it looks like and why you need courage. Because the courage says, I'm not that anymore. I deserve better. Okay. Knowing that you deserve better, kill all resistance. So just remind yourself that you deserve the best at every point. And until you get that, keep on pushing yourself to be the greatest version of you. Now, take a risk. It takes a great deal of risk to become your greatest self. In the case of the bank robbery, you would have to take the risk of filling out the application, being honest, and being accepted. It's a risk. Could never get the reward of the job and the change life if you never ever took the step. You see what I'm saying? Let's say that you was a pedophile before and you never own it. You can't never fucking ever get over nothing wrong that you did without owning it. I don't care who you are, okay? And so you gotta own that shit. And once you own it, okay, now you can give yourself permission to move beyond it and become something else. Because if you became whatever that was that didn't feel good, you got the power to become what does feel good. If you just exercise courage. That's it. Yeah. So when you take risks, it helps you to get to my next step, which is build confidence. Yeah, build confidence. Because the bank robber might go in and fill out that job application, and this company might can't hire him. Okay. But what he'll find out is it ain't got nothing to do with the fact that he robbed banks. It's because he doesn't have the skills to do it. And so guess what? He gains confidence to go and apply for what he does have the skills for. Or she or you, whatever. Okay? I hope y'all get what I'm saying here. And I hope that you are applying this in every aspect of your life. Because this is how we liberate ourselves to come to the greatest version of us, which is what you're here for. Okay, I became the greatest version of myself, not for somebody else, for me, for me, because I like it. Okay, and so in this confidence, what you learn is to embrace your vulnerabilities. Yes. Yes. Okay. I might be vulnerable to a no. I could be open for attack, judged, criticized, ridiculed, whatever. But I'm okay with that because I have the social courage to be seen for exactly who I am. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? I hope this making some sense for somebody somewhere and y'all piecing this together. Because guess what? Hey, we need this in order to get to the greatest version of ourselves because it takes courage. Okay? It takes a whole lot of courage. And that courage needs you to embrace your vulnerability because you don't have to get naked. You don't have to get vulnerable when you got to tear down all your defenses. You got to tear down all of your disposed notions. You have to tear down all of these things in order to get to where you ain't never been before. You got to get vulnerable. So let's go. Let's go. Embrace it. Okay. Next, vulnerability. I talked about this in the learn, earn, burn. Okay. Embracing your vulnerability can sometimes cost you. Okay. You gonna make some mistakes. Learn from them. Learn from them. That's it. It's that simple. None of us here on this planet is perfect. There's no such thing. So you don't want other people to condemn you. Don't condemn yourself. Okay? Have the courage to be kind enough to yourself to recognize that shit, yeah, I'm human. I fuck up sometimes. Okay? I fucked up this time. I might have fucked up last time. I might have fucked up 1,000 times. But this time, right here, is what I'm looking at because without risk, there are no rewards, there are no lessons. And so you have to learn the lessons, and that's where the reward is, even in your mistakes. So when you learn from the mistakes or setbacks or, delays or whatever we've done, because we all do it. Okay, I can name several along my goddamn path. I can name several. Okay, I can tell you where I spent years running in the same circle when the Holy Spirit had already told me get off of this motherfucking wheel, and I want to do it again. I want to do it again. Beep beep. Put a motherfucking helmet and some knee pads on this motherfucker. She's slow. Yeah, I'm telling you now, my spirit team had to be like, look, this motherfucker is no. Okay, so it ain't never no judgment. Don't judge yourself, people. Don't have condemnation over yourself because it takes courage to even be on the journey. And let's face it, a lot of people ain't on the journey because they ain't activating courage. Okay, yeah. So now, what happens when you learn from your setbacks is you get more creative. Okay, and you push yourself to start to see things from different perspectives, gaining higher awarenesses. Yeah. That's the whole point, Eddie. Yeah, that's why we doing this. Yeah, that's why we doing this. Because we want to be the best version of ourselves. And the best version of ourselves means we've got to get creative. That means we got to get innovative. That means we got to be motherfucking doing some construction. That means we got to change up some shit. Okay, and so listen, it takes courage. But you got the courage to do it. Why? Because you're worth it. Okay, this ain't about that ex-boyfriend that you had. This ain't about your next lover that you want. This ain't about your mother. This ain't about your sister. This ain't about your employer. This ain't about your kids loving you more. This ain't about your brother and sister agreeing with you more. This ain't about the church accepting and praying for you more. No, this is about you getting the greatest version of you, cause that what the fuck you came here for. Everything else is secondary to unnecessary and merely here to help you become the greatest version of you. So if you become wrapped up in protecting yourself from your vulnerabilities and hiding behind your insecurities and so ducking and dodging your mistakes and all of this, then acting cowardice, then you settle for the lowest version of you. But the very moment that you decide to enact courage over the journey, listen, ain't nothing to stop you at all. Okay, so here we go. Because after you then became more creative, you become, guess what? Yeah. Listen. When you become more creative, you got that social, you got all the courage. Get what you become? An inspiration. Yeah. You become an inspiration. Because people need to see you. They need to know that you exist. They need to hear your story so that they can remember. I told you I was going to break it down. Hood style, what good style, what can't be misunderstood style. Because courage is what it takes. It took a whole lot of courage for me to get here. And it's going to take a whole lot of courage for me to get there. But it's the same for all of us. So when you see people like myself, what the homegirl called me, the realest and one of the realest in the spiritual game, and is, okay, hats off to my fucking self, because I do this thing with integrity. See, I took a vow before I came in the spiritual streets. I took a vow that I never, okay, intend to misuse my gifts. I will never be inspired, encouraged, or nothing, tweaked, tempted, or nothing to take myself off on no motherfucking route that's gonna lead people in the wrong way. Because listen, Linda, where I take you, I must go too. And see, I already been to hell. I've been there. And that's why I'm trying to take your word. I've been there. I saw it. I experienced it. I felt it. I did it. Okay, I lived it. Okay, hung in it. Got comfortable with it. Allowed it to be part of me. Yeah. Until I decided that none of this fits me. And that's when I had to exercise my courage. The courage to say, I'm going in the direction that is right for my soul. I don't really care what they're doing over there. I don't really care how people see what I'm doing. I don't really care how many people agree with what I'm doing. I'm going to continue to do it my way because that's what I signed up for until I don't do it no more. And I agreed to God. So I have a contract that I can't afford. Okay, y'all know what it costs to what is it called? Breach a contract. Y'all know what that costs. You know what that costs in the physical world, right? Just imagine like just some of these people they breaching their contract. Do some research to see like a breach of contract, cost of a lawsuit. You'd imagine breaching your contract with God. Ooh. Your story will inspire somebody. Your story will encourage somebody. Your story will liberate somebody. Your journey is going to light the way for somebody because there is always somebody coming behind you that needs to remember too. And so the more that you have the courage to operate in integrity, to be the light, to be the salt, to be that thing that stick out and do it and stand 10 toes on it with no shaking, no shivering. Believe me, it'll inspire somebody. And that's what you came for. You're worth it and worthy, and somebody needs it. So guess what? I'm gonna always inspire you to get to the greatest version of yourself. I'm the Police Saint. My job as a coach is to coach people to their greatest self. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You don't want to call me, and I'm not the coach to call to talk about other people. Cause I'm always bring everything back to you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you don't call me, and unless you ready to deal with you. So if you still in that phase where your mother the problem, you probably want to call somebody else. If you still in the phase where you still attached to them whoopings that you got when you was 8, I'm gonna suggest that you call a therapist. If you still cannot handle and let go of some traumatic shit that happened to you as a child, I'm gonna suggest that you see a therapist. Okay, now it is different levels to this shit. Okay, you come to me when you ready to deal with you. That right, when you ready to look at you, when you ready to get you together, and you ready to be so me responsible. Okay, that you recognize shit. I'm so motherfucking much the shit that even the things that felt bad to me, I created. Yeah, I created them all for my evolution. And now I'm ready to piece it all together so that I can get the greatest version of myself. Because that's why we go to do this stuff. That's the only reason why we're here. That's the only reason why we go through anything. That's the only reason why our soul creates all these traumatic events, bad relationships, horrible jobs, terrible friends, inconsistent connections, tacky ass neighborhoods, a lot of crime and poverty and shit. Not because we are here to get the greatest version of ourselves, and everything around you is merely your creation to get you there. And it takes courage. It takes a lot of courage. And always respect yourself for the courage that you do have so that you can gain the confidence to start exercising courage in the ways that you might be lacking. See, some of us got physical courage. Man, I'll run up on the nigga, knock his snot box off. We some bad motherfuckers, right? Yeah, we got courage. I gotta fight anybody. Yeah, that's a lot of physical courage, right? Yeah. It takes physical courage to go out and shoot people. It takes physical courage to kill people. But I'm gonna tell you right now, exercising that physical courage in a way that develops you into the greatest version of yourself is by far the greatest investment that any human being on the planet can ever make. And it makes you more powerful than a person with a gun. It makes you more powerful than a person that could go around knocking snot boxes off. The courage to physically act on becoming the greatest version of you with everybody else being secondary to unnecessary. That take a whole lot of courage. Okay, and that's the kind of courage that I am going to always encourage you to have as a person following me, watching my videos. If you interact with me somewhere else, stay kind, stay cool, stay true. Somebody asked me if my eyes glisten all the time. Yes, okay, I promise you. This is just, I don't do nothing to them. Ain't no light in front of me or nothing special. If you see me out on the street, they just be glistening. Hey, let's thank God together because that means that I'm in alignment to my assignment. Yeah. I'm in alignment to my assignment. Yeah, that's all that is. As long as I stay in alignment to God's will, ooh, I'm gonna tell y'all now, I live a magical life. Okay, I live a magical life and I love it. I love it. It's just so beautiful. Then I have to remind myself every day, like, this is, I asked for this. Like, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yeah. I wake up every day without a care in the world. Okay, that is just the honest to God truth. Well, not every day. Not every day. Sometimes I be so carefree that I make up shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with y'all. Sometimes I'll be so carefree I make up shit. I'm an Aries. Okay, I'm an Aries with a Leo moon. I'm a little dramatic. Okay, yes I am. Okay, as fuck. Yeah. And so sometimes I be needing a little spice. Okay, but I literally live a life of magic, and I earned it. You will earn yours too by simplistically having the courage to be what's inside of you. Not what somebody else wants you to be, not what society thinks you should be, but what are you organically? What are you at the core of you? What is the contract of you? What did you sign up to do? Some of us came here to be fuck ups. I had somebody ask me that the other day. They said, so wait a minute, in these charts, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I done seen somebody trying to, some people here to be a fuck up. Some people here to be disastrous as fuck, okay? Some people here to be on bullshit. They just is. Some people here to do some real shit. They is. But if you worried about what they doing and trying to keep up with them, and you ain't worried about you, I can tell you right now, you like one of them Wayfair tables that ain't put together right. You ain't put together right. That was like a wobbly. We already talked about that. But what you bring to the table? Listen, I tell you right now. But ladies and people who want to date me, what you bring to the table? I am the table. I'm the table. I mean, I'm what do you mean? I am the table. Yeah. If you ain't a table, I'm not interested. I know what I'm telling you. Okay, I ain't looking for no chairs. I ain't looking for no people to have a seat. I'm looking for a table. I'm looking for a table, a motherfucker that done the work. Okay, that understands what I'm talking about because they done it. They done lived it. They are it. It glow up off of them. Okay, this thing, it I can't fake this. Okay, this is my lifestyle. I'm not part of the whole. I already told you, ding, get up in here and come to Atlanta. And I'm not. I've never been part of that. Okay, I've never ever been part of the. Get in my circle and come join my group, and you're gonna be part of this elite. I'm not part of none of that. Okay, and in truth, if you're a true chosen one, neither are you. Those things are merely distractions. That's it. They're tests to see where you at. Do you know yourself or no? Yeah. That's it. Some of them you are lessons. Some of the stuff you gotta go through because of lessons. Some of it, some people had to go through because of karmic debt. Some of it you don't know. But this ain't an act for me. Okay, God chose me to be the police saint because He knew I wasn't coming to act. I wasn't coming to play. I ain't coming to fool around. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do the way I'm supposed to do it because that's what I signed up for. That's just all I know. Everything else secondary and unnecessary, and really is just a lesson or a test. And if y'all know, maybe not. Let me tell y'all this. I got 3 L's. Okay, 3 L's that I'm taking. 3 L's. Yeah. And that is, okay, I laugh at tests. Yeah. I learn from lessons. Okay. So when I make a mistake, when I do things, I learn. I'm seeking to learn from that. Okay. And I leap at opportunities. So if you're gonna take some L's, let it be those. Yeah. Because and that take courage. That take courage. It take a whole lot of courage to get up in here. But I'm gonna tell you now, courage is what is necessary for you to become the greatest version of yourself. You can't be no coward. Okay, because guess what? You're gonna be tested. You're gonna be tried. You're gonna be mocked. You're gonna be ridiculed. You're gonna be isolated. You're gonna be everything to get up in here. But I don't want you to miss it because you got cowardice. No. Always remind yourself, I am the courageous. What's that? Courageous. What am I? Courageous in every way possible. And that's how I get the greatest version of me. So when I see something that is challenging me, that is new to me in my awareness, I, with courage, take it on. And I look at that thing and I think, how is this going to make me better? Okay, when I make a bad idea or make a bad move, I look at that too and think, how did this make me better? Because I got courage. See, I got the courage to stand on my shit. I don't, when I do some fucked up shit, I ain't gonna lie and say, no, I did it. I fucking did it. Yep, it was me. It was motherfucking me. I ain't about to be saying, oh no, well, see what they had told me and they had took me and I was thinking, no, it was motherfucking me. It was me. That was me. And why? Because I got the courage to be responsible for all that I believe is leading to the greatest version of me. I own it. It's mine. That's how I got here. That's what I'm here for. So don't shy away from your mistakes. Don't shy away from, people's low ideas of you. Or don't even buy into what I mean is don't buy into people's low ideas. You had the courage to say that's not me. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I had to get to a point where people are telling me that ain't me. Nah. I don't know where you got that from, but that ain't me. That might be you projecting on me. You know what I'm saying? And you can't project here. Okay, I had to have that. Take courage. That take courage. People sitting there just want to project they shit all on you because they can. You know what I'm saying? They experiences, they fears, they whatever the fuck, they limits. Stop them by saying that ain't me. That ain't what I came here for. I don't got that fear. I don't got to have it either because I believe that I came to be the greatest version of me possible. And until I reach it, everything else is secondary to unnecessary unless it's building me to that person that I came to be. And when you get there, you'll be happy. You'll be satisfied. And you really won't waste not a fucking moment of your time thinking about nobody else. I'm the Police Saint, and this is my message for this Sunday. I hope it helps somebody to remember somewhere that you are courageous. What? Courageous. You got what? Courage. You got courage. You are courageous. And if you exercise the courage within you, you'll get beyond a lot of barriers. A lot of them. But just have courage. And ask yourself, how could I exercise courage in this situation? Should I be socially courage? Do I have to say my truth aloud? Should I be emotionally courage? Do I have to speak up for my emotions and my feelings? Should I be morally courageous? Do I have to stand on my truth in face of everybody else doing what they want to do? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all didn't take that whappy whap, yeah. That took what? Moral courage, social courage. Okay, so these things are they're applicable in every part of your life. Emotional courage. Okay, some of us we had to tell people we love, like, listen here, man. No, I ain't putting no mask on. Shit. Okay, I had to tell people I ain't wearing no mask. When I put a mask on, I be thinking it's time to rob some shit. Okay, I'm here to tell you, I think somebody we about to do some damage. Okay, somebody about to die or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I put a mask on. Hell, I'm thinking terroristic thoughts and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't thinking normal when I put a mask on. So you don't want me in no mask. Okay, you want the greatest version of me. I would think now you see me in a mask. God damn it, I'm about to do something. Okay, shit. That what the fuck going on with me. Yeah, and I ain't about to cough. It ain't no cough. Listen, it's Big Kid Sunday. Go out today. It's nice in my neighborhood. Okay, I would have took y'all out there, but I'm gonna tell y'all now, my cat, I'm on vacation, and so he gonna be all over my toes and stuff. I can't talk to y'all because it's gonna be a trip. Okay, and I can't keep up with my notes and stuff. I be having to give y'all a good video because y'all deserve it, and I want y'all liberated because 2024. I'm telling you now. I'm soon going to be releasing some. Yeah, but anyway, 2024. Happy New Year, by the way. Y'all already know that if y'all watch me, right? If you connected to me, it's Happy New Year officially. It's officially 2024. And so, everybody should be all vibrant, ready to get their new projects off the ground and shit. Being creatively courageous, right? If you're a creator, creative, courageous, create that shit and put it out there. Don't even worry about people like it. Everything you create, just put it out there. So what? If it makes sense, if it don't make sense, if it add up, if it subtract, whatever it do, don't even worry about it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking do it. And when you do, just do it. Let it be. Create something new. As soon as you create it, you let it out. Just get to create something new. Because you got to be courageous in this thing, okay? Socially, emotionally, morally, physically, okay? Mm. In what ways are you exercising courage? In what ways can you exercise courage? In what ways do your courage inspire other people to be courageous? Because listen, it's time to separate the wheat from the tare. Okay? That means the cowards, who knows who have courage? That's going to determine where you get on this journey, how far you go. Are you going to complete it? Because, see, a lot of people, if they can see the journey, they're not doing it. They ain't doing it. Why? Because they don't got courage. So you got to build up the courage. Okay, so you want to do the journey, build up the courage. Okay, and do it in small things is what I'm telling you. That's the whole point here. Do it in small things. So like applying for a job. Okay, asking somebody out for a date that you know this motherfucker gonna tell you no. Shit. Okay, shit, they got the good. Let them tell you no. Goddamn it, ask in a goddamn way. Cause when you ask them, you gonna get the courage to ask somebody else too. Okay, cause emotionally you'll feel like shit. I did that shit. Okay, shit. That motherfucker don't want me. The next motherfucker will. Okay, I'm here to tell you now. Go do it with a job. Do it with fucking anything. Small things. Okay, take risks and learn to get comfortable with it. Exercising your courage and give yourself reward for it. Which I'm gonna tell y'all, reward is automatic. Okay, some people call it consequences. Some people call it karma. Some people call it payback. Whatever reward is automatic to everything. Okay, so there's a reciprocity in and out to everything. Okay, so when you understand this, um, you can see for yourself how your behaviors create your outcomes, your rewards. Okay, if it ain't what you want, you got to have the courage to do something different. Yeah. So I'm the police saint, and I hope that this makes sense for somebody, and because it made a lot of sense along my journey, right? A lot of what I share with y'all, even though I don't know how to like piece it together all the time for y'all, uh, it's just what I did. Okay, Jesus. I took Jesus, the person, okay, and I studied and then applied what he was saying because I got hooked up on the part where he told everybody to don't praise him, but to do what he was doing and to teach what he was teaching and do what he was doing, and then you'll be greater than him. Well, okay, well I got hooked up on that. Okay, courage. What courage is that? Intellectual courage. Intellectual courage. Okay, I need to understand this. Shit, and then apply it. Christ consciousness is the reward, the outcome. Okay, and so a lot of people will say, well, I don't believe in Jesus, or I don't believe in. You don't have to believe in anything, okay? Because just like your dog don't give a fuck about your social media status, okay? Your what you believe is only relative to you. So I hope that you have the courage always to do what is best for you and to recognize when what is best for you or what is best to you, so it might feel good to you, could be hindering you, that takes courage too. But self awareness requires courage. So, and a lot of us don't want to look at ourselves. So, but if you're that person, then you have courage, and you should be grateful to yourself for it, and you should be able to use that courage to inspire others because that's why you have it. I'm the police saying, and I hope that this message resonated with everybody who watches it, so that you can remember to remember and share it with somebody, your mother, your sister, your dog, your neighbor, okay, I don't know, anybody, your lawyer, the police officer, the pastor, preacher, cousin, daughter, anybody. Tell somebody, okay? Even if you like them or don't like them. Man, which you should love everybody. But anyway, I gotta go. And so that's the end of the video. And I hope that this helped you to remember. Go out today, do something that helps you to remember that you are worthy and worth it. And why did you come on the planet? Ask yourself. The little you knows why you're here. Just ask. Why am I here? What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Because it ain't to be suffering. It's not to be depressed. It's not to be stressed. It's not to be anything but the greatest version of you. I can assure you of that. I am Napoleon Saint, and that's my message for today. Make sure that you go share this with somebody. I love y'all. Take care.